Save the date. 18th of November 2023 at Elise Convention Center. You Deserve It Foundation present Edie's Winter Enchantment Ball. This is the Top Lovers St. Martin edition, featuring artists Tishon, Hunnely, Juju V, Ray Laufer, and Randy Leroy. And of course, we're gonna have the #1 DJ from Curacao, DJ RO1. For the pre-show, we will have our own control band plus entertainment from Mr. Jack. Make sure you're there. Ticket outlet are Judy's Bar, Van Dorp Madame Estate, La Cayeta Restaurant, and Nos Deseo Truc de Pan Cahill. Get your early bird tickets now for only $30. This will be a night to remember. The 18th of November, be there at Edie's Winter Enchantment Ball.
Want to perfect your beauty skills? Look no further. URSM candidate Julian Rolox Jr. presents to you the opportunity to attend a free makeup class where you will learn the basics of makeup application with the young professional Miss Michaela Peterson. Spaces are limited. To join, register on October 14, 2023 from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Julian Rolox Jr. headquarters on Arch Road in Sucker Garden. A goodie bag with supplies along with a certificate of completion will be presented at the end of the class. To participate, you must be 18 years or older and provide a valid form of identification. For more information, please contact 1721-588-1216. We encourage and empower young entrepreneurs.
My name is Julian Roloff Jr. and I endorse this message.
At SXM, we're taking travel and tourism to new heights. Here we boast spacious check-in areas, 10 passport control points, comfortable departure lounges, and an exciting new airport mall. Finally, there's an airport in the Caribbean that takes your travel plans as seriously as you do. Princess Juliana International Airport. The experience will move you.
Welcome to the Late Night Show. Hope everything is okay. Hope everything is all right. I'm your host, Andrew Drake, and of course, it is all about what's happening on the lovely island of St. Martin. Let us begin with the news, the latest, politics. You gotta love it. The reason why you have to love it is because the unexpected happens and the expected happens, and then when you think that you know something is when it completely gives you a 360. What am I talking about? Today, we received information, a resignation letter that's being circulated on social media by the United People's prospective candidate, Kevin Mingret. Now, according to Mr. Mingret, in his letter, he does not align himself anymore with the United People's Party. Now, of course, Mr. Mingret has been with the UP since 2016. Not from the inception. Inception was in 2010. But 2016, about 6 years later, he joined and he never jumped ship. He never jumped ship. The only time he did a different party was with the UD, but that's the United People's Party and the Democratic Party together at that particular time, where he got actually more votes than he receives on the United People's Party. Anyway, so the letter. Let's break down the letter for you. My wonderful AI is going to read the letter for you because I respect the AI so much and I appreciate the work that the AI does for civilization. AI, please.
I am writing to formally submit my resignation from the United People's Party effective October 24, 2023. After careful consideration, I have come to the difficult decision that it is in my best interest to discontinue my affiliation with the party. I would like to express my gratitude to the party and its members for the opportunities I have had in contributing to the UP party since joining in 2016. Not to mention working alongside dedicated individuals whose interest is fulfilling the party's goals. I have learned a great deal during my time with the party, and I will always value the experiences and knowledge developed. However, after careful thought and consideration, I have come to the conclusion that my personal beliefs and values no longer align with those of the party. Different avenues within the party were explored to effect the change that I believe is necessary. Unfortunately, I have not been successful in doing so. Therefore, I believe it is time for me to step down and explore new avenues in pursuing different political activism and goals. I would like to thank the United People's Party for the support and opportunities it has provided me during my tenure and genuinely wish the party continued success in its endeavors. Thank you for understanding my decision, and I appreciate your prompt attention to this matter. Sincerely, Kevin Maingret.
I think the vocabulary is getting better of the AI, and I must say that even though the voice is hilarious, I get nightmares of the AI just telling me bad stuff all the time.
And stop being an ungrateful
Just
prick.
like that. All right. Now, of course, what does it mean? And I know you're a little bit confused because on the 7th of October, a video was made by Mr. Mingret where he said that he will be contesting the upcoming elections with the United People's Party. Though listen to the rumors, even though I made memes about Mr. Mingret leaving the party for quite some time. But no, it wasn't true. I was crazy. I was on drugs. I was mental, you know. And now it actually happened. I know people like, boy, Andrew, you really could see into the future. And I'm going like, no, politics is just a dirty game. And people like to play with your emotions. So let's go to the serious video of Mr. Kevin Mingret on the 7th of October. Mind you, today is the 25th, eh? So let me go back just about 2.5 weeks ago. Yeah, let's go about 2.5 weeks ago.
Pleasant good evening, my people of St. Martin. My name is Kevin Mingret. I am contesting for the upcoming parliamentary elections on January 11 on the United People's Party. I'm a man of integrity, honesty, and sincerity. There's a rumor going around that this particular individual who wants to endorse me. Kevin Mingret do not stand for bigotry, defamation, hatred, and definitely being controlled. Kevin Mingret has always kept it real to the people of St. Martin. Therefore, Kevin Mingret is telling you that Kevin Mingret will not be accepting any endorsement for that particular individual. The only endorsement Kevin Mingret will be receiving is from you, the people of St. Martin, who will always look out for me and everything I do. And the people of St. Martin, on January the 11th, I want you to support me and endorse me. Love you all.
Now, of course, he's talking about Olivier Arenel's endorsement, how he does not want it, how he does not have nothing to do with bigotry, and he doesn't have anything to do with bullying, and therefore, you know, he wants the endorsement of the people of St. Martin. Now, the question is, can you trust Mr. Mingret? Why I say that is because 2.5 weeks ago, he was for the UP. At the party congress, he was for the UP. He also works for the Minister of TIAT, which is an UP appointed position, office. All members in the UP cabinet are part of the UP organization. But Mr. Mingret resigned yesterday, and he showed up for work today. And he was like, hey, good morning. What we doing in the name of UP today? What we doing? Yes, I gone, but I haven't picked anywhere to gone yet. I didn't go anywhere yet. So everybody was guessing, hey, where did he go? Where is he going? Which party is he going? Is he going to the DP? Or is he going to someplace else? Where is he going? And then boom, this flyer comes out. Christopher E. Emmanuel, and of course, Kevin Mingret, going to be on Billy D this upcoming Friday. What will the announcement be? I guess that he's joining the No Party. Now, again, he might have his reasons, and I'm sure we're going to hear the reasons on Friday. I can tell you from now that I don't care why he left the United People's Party. What I care about is the deception of this young man. Being such a young candidate and basically playing with the emotions of the entire population, because then what happens now? Get it? AI, you don't find that funny?
The type of joke you are referring to is called a pun. Very cute, Andrew.
Okay, I guess not. But what happens now? It's still funny though. Come on. Come on.
You are the only one laughing.
Now, of course, in the interim, him being a candidate on the No is not a bad thing. It's a new party. Of course, it's headed by MP Christophe Emmanuel, independent member of parliament, formerly of the National Alliance. So he has a new home, and he will then now have to convince people to vote for him there instead of voting for him on the United People's Party, where he was from the onset of his career. So 135 votes. Question is, will it move over to the No Party, or will he get more? Will he get less? We'll have to wait and see, because we're not fortune tellers here at the late night. We just know that St. Martin people do not necessarily reward ship jumpers, especially before the elections actually take place. Now, the good thing is that the United People's Party replaced them immediately with another candidate because they have a waiting list, from what I understand. So they were able to replace him right away. And they said, no love lost. They plan to also send out a press release, basically, giving you an indication of the timeline. Because I did hear that the United People's Party did ask Mr. Mingret to distance himself a little bit more from Mr. Arinel. And because he refused to do so, he decided to resign because he felt pressured. Now, the question to Mr. Mingret is, and this is very important, if you're going to make a video on the 7th of October and say that you do not stand for the bullying, you do not stand for the division, you do not stand for everything that you said in the video, do you stand for it now? You see what I did there? Do you stand for it now? Maybe you get the endorsement still. I don't know if Olivier Arinel is going to give you the endorsement still, to know that you left the UP party. He's been asking you to leave the UP party for the longest while. Now that you actually left the UP party and then now you are with the Now party, does that mean that St. Martin Freedom for Change will be shifting its support towards Mr. Mingret? Whichever candidate decides to take the endorsement of the wonderful group St. Martin Movement for Change by Mr. Olivier Arinel, it would mean that everything that is connected to the slander, everything that is connected to everything that was said over the past months, you would actually have to own it, and you also have to be able to defend it. So, are you going to be the next candidate that is going to support every single policy that Mr. Arinel has been promising to the St. Martin people? Oh, sorry, to his group of friends? We'll have to wait and see. Of course, all eyes are still on the case that's happening this upcoming Friday. Mr. Arinel is calling out all his supporters to come out to the courthouse at 10:30, and watch the court case take place. He is going to be online via a link in Congo. It looked like he had to cancel his campaigning in the bushes of Congo. So we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen in that case. The Prime Minister, during the Council of Ministers press briefing today, did address the situation where the allegation of how was she able to get the census paper, the registration paper from Mr. Olivier. This is what she said during the Council of Ministers press briefing.
Amid some erroneous statements being made and attacks on actual civil servants working in the department, I would like to inform the following. It is standard procedure that third parties, specifically lawyers, can request a registration form from the Civil Registry Department as it relates to a court case in order to be able to issue a summons. So this is according to the articles within the laws that regulate the basic administration. You can go to our sites, you can check those out. And so while any party can't just walk in and demand to know your address, if it relates to a court case, the court and or the lawyers can request that information. And this is nothing that is in the purview of any minister. The request goes and it's standard procedure. So just to clarify that, because it is very unfortunate that we say we are for the promotion of our young people get jobs within the government of St. Martin and then run the risk of being dragged in the public domain for things that are their job. They have to do their jobs, and that is what they're doing to the best of their ability. So I thank the civil servants who continue to do that despite the challenges that we currently face.
Okay, so there you heard the Prime Minister. Pretty hot out here. Horrible idea for me to come here because I forget I'm black. But anyway, welcome to the Late Night Show. We have a good one for you. Again, Bacchanal, politics, Carnival, Bacchanal, almost the same thing. There's always Bacchanal when it comes to politics in St. Martin. So it continues, and surprises continues to come left, right, and center. We also heard that the Deputy Minister of Plenipotentiary, Richard Panafleck, has joined the Democratic Party while he is still on the payroll of the Upper National Alliance government as the Deputy Minister of Plenipotentiary. Only in St. Martin. Only in St. Martin. Now, of course, I don't know if he's going to resign or the Council of Ministers is going to make a decision to relieve him of his duties since he doesn't align himself anymore with the United People's Party. Therefore, why still represent the United People's Party? Right?
Parliament right here would love nothing better than to say, let's allocate 10 million guilders towards helping our issues in social needs and so on. But how are we to do that when we have all of these conditions of, well, you can't get more liquidity, you need to cut, you need to do this. Many of us feel like we're in a position where we can't fully extend our ability to legislate.
But my decision is to stay where I'm at. At the end of the day, the way that MP Rolando Bryson leads, he allows me to work. He gives me that freedom to work. It's not always a phone call of pressure or do this, do that, don't do this, and that's part of the reason that I'm able to produce.
Any of the difficulties that this government faces today, I didn't sit down, do nothing, and have my staff write press releases. No, I got up and asked myself from opposition benches, what can I do? So I read my constitution, the one I swore to uphold, which gives us the rights to bring laws, to bring amendments, interpellation rights, inquiry rights. So we asked ourselves the questions at the time, what have we done? Regardless of...
He has represented this country qua what is expected of a parliamentarian professionally, and I can align myself with that.
Simply gone through a very difficult economic time and are simply asking of the tax department an opportunity to have a payment plan. And it seems that this is really done kind of like if they feel like how you talk to them, it's extreme.
St. Martin, we probably go far, and we know, search for a sign of a change. A Chino, you know it got days when you feel like a zero. I woke up this morning, but feel like Mark Mingo. Tomorrow be a better day. Respect is the key, education gon' matter, so don't you try to run away. St. Martin, the place where the food is good, the people is good, the music is good. We living like we on a rose. They're trying to take us down, but I'm thinking, could they really though? Misunderstood. Oh Lord, help us protect ourselves, help us look in ourselves. We're searching for what they call the fire that's in ourselves. I just want to see the best for my motherland. I just want the whole world here to understand that we came from the bottom of the sewer, now we heading way up, high up unto Wonderland. Opportunity is yours, so make it happen. Take an action, change.
Some of them even say it's the guns on one coco, so they won't let me play, and they blaming polio. Who they think they could fool? All we know they better do fast. Polio or no polio, man we won, we must. Mama when they hear they go get the carnival. Oh, all masqueraders on heat. Well they didn't care if it was official, but they start turning peace on the street. And they start to jump around, yeah. And they start to tumble down, yeah. And they fall down on the ground, yeah. If you see how they came. But what was so comical in the midst of bacchanal? Rain comes and wash out mass in May. Who they think they could fool? All we know they better do fast. Polio or no polio, man we won, we must. Mama when they hear they go get the carnival. Oh, all masquerade.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais là? Qu'est-ce que tu fais là? But sorry, no sir. They got this game tonight and I can't miss it. Me and my boy, we gotta watch the game, you know. So I bringing this in. You check? Alright, let me watch your leg go. Watch your leg.
Sir, sorry. Why so difficult? Look, I'm watching TV here on my phone with the Tel TV Plus app. You really gotta upgrade.
Okay, so Miss, tell me about the Tel TV Plus. I hear about this.
Okay, so once you apply for Tel TV Plus, okay, you can enjoy it anytime on the go.
Anytime?
Anytime.
On the go?
On the go. You simply download the app, log into your account at any time, sit back and enjoy. You will never have to miss your match.
Yo, bus driver, take me back to tell him now, please.
Now, this gentleman here was one of the reasons I got some resistance sometimes, because I said, when somebody has this level of talent and is so tied to his community and he loves to be with his people, you need to elevate that person. And don't worry, he will grow, he will learn. I am so proud of the work that he has done in the cabinet of TIAT. Being able to address the concerns of bus drivers, of the marketplace, of business licenses. Ladies and gentlemen, the grown version, the one that is ready to join me in Parliament. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Baker.
Second guy, you in the house tonight? St. Peter, I see you where you at. St. Peter, where you at? Here, I see you. Touch one. One thing I always champion is straight in numbers. Without you, this would have never been possible. You guys, listen, everything you guys do, we follow you, and we're here to solve for you, my people of St. Martin. So this is all here, it's because of you. My name is Kevin Mingret. I'm here to let you guys know, me and my fellow candidates is here to serve you. Nothing would have been done if it wasn't for my president, Mr. William Gino. Congratulations to Mr. Gino Heidegger, the newlywed. I want to keep it sharp, I want to keep it fast. I would also like to share a moment, a little experience with a young fella and a minister, a good friend of mine. I remember I asked this minister, they had a situation going on in KB, where since 2017, after Hurricane Irma, that the basketball court needed to be, refixed, revamped, and we needed lights. I went up to this minister, I said, Minister, my brother, we're in a dying basketball court. Is there anything you can do for us in KB? Because I see people didn't walk. Next thing, he got to be the minister of everything. My boy watched me, the minister, he said, don't worry, nigga, we gonna get it done. Imagine, we only have 2 seats inside. That's VSR and tourism. And look what we have done for you. But we are depending on you to give us the whole mandate.
So those are the 2 bombshells that we had to drop today in the show. We're going to give you the Council of Ministers press briefing. Of course, as always, one of my favorites Wednesdays is always when the questions is asked to the number of ministers about different things that is happening. So we're bringing it to you. Welcome to the Late Night Show. Let's begin.
And good morning, ministers. My question, I'll start with the Minister of Justice today. Minister, there are reports that students are using the library as a place to conduct sexual activities. These are reports coming from KPSM, and I do not know if you are aware of this and what is government doing about this building that is supposed to be demolished quite a while now.
I think that question is really, okay, so well, to me, it's a 2-part question. One is, what is the status with and you're speaking of the old library, I would assume. I believe Prime Minister has way more information in terms of NRPB and VROMI, etc. With that. But if you were to focus on the acts of the students, BB, to be quite honest with you, I think that especially if these children are caught, their parents are contacted, this is a conversation parents have to have with their children. This is not something that is levied on government to have to take care of. I think that the children would need proper guidance by their parents of what is appropriate and what's not. So in the event that these children are known, and KPSM, for example, I'm sure they've taken the steps to contact their parents. We hear about these types of behaviors taking places on buses, etc., in schools, etc. So we kind of, everything doesn't have to be thrown on government. We have layers of responsibility, and I think we have to direct these calls for proper parenting and proper guidance to be administered on the right levels.
Good morning, ministers. Prime Minister, 10 years ago, a national energy plan was drawn up, outlining the strategy for the transition to sustainable energy. This was a requirement then to get EU funding. Since then, government started cooperation with Grid Market for the energy mix. And yesterday there was an advertorial placed in the newspaper about the investment plan for GB. Could you explain how these different paths align and what the energy mix for St. Martin will be?
Thank you for that question. Yes, indeed. Since 2014, we've had the last update or approved update to the energy policy plan was done, which formed part of GEBE's concession moving forward. That plan is currently being updated. I did mention this, I believe, several times in various press briefings. The government of St. Martin, also with EU funds, hired the consultant, Grid Market, to prepare a roadmap, which is near completion. We could have said it's completed, but it was missing at the time key information from NVGEBE. At this point, they are also in discussions to be able to get that roadmap to be finalized. What is also being done at the moment, as you know, via the trust fund, there was a budget set aside to assist GEBE. Part of it was the ERP1 in terms of the underground and getting us fully underground with our cabling so that we have less shocks and can bounce back quicker. That is still ongoing. But also there was funds set aside for the development of GEBE's strategic and business plan. Previous government management didn't make use of it, but since the temporary manager that has been there since last year is there, they have taken up the discussion with the NRPB and the World Bank, and as such, technical assistance is being provided to them via the trust fund for this purpose, and it will align the upgrading of the policy, the roadmap, with their strategic plan. As you know, government sets the cadres, the direction, and GEBE has to implement. So in this regard, GEBE is, together with the trust fund, which is Government of St. Martin, approving these funds to address the most urgent issues for power generation, improvement of the transmission system as well, and the firm will deliver a demand forecasting study, a least cost power development plan, because it is not just to change over to sustainable energy, but to ensure that it remains just and affordable for the people of St. Martin, and to identify which would be the first renewable projects for GEBE. Now, in our first grid market presentation that we had, of course, the first phase was solar, but it did not, it did not exclude the possibility within the first phase to do more than one thing. So there's a multiple possibilities. GEBE, with the finalization of their plan, taking into consideration our roadmap, which they've already agreed to work with, will then be presenting that plan to government for approval and moving forward. And then we'll be able to state what the energy mix would be. St. Martin being in a location that has and waves and wind and solar can have a multi aspect, I can't even come with a word, multifaceted approach to the transition to renewable energy. But of course, what we are looking at is like the low-hanging fruit, what can be done in the short term, so that we can ensure that consistency of electricity production is at a high level. So the request for expression of interest for consulting firms has been cleared by the World Bank and will be published, or has been published yesterday, October 24th. These activities will run parallel with GB's effort to increase the accurate billing and improve the overall functions of the provision of electricity and water on St. Martin. So this is the approved text that I received from GEB management in anticipation of a question in this regard, but we're very happy that now we're seeing more alignment of government's policy with GEBE strategic planning, which is moving forward. So soon, but very soon, we'll be able to hear what that mix will be.
Prime Minister, can you provide an update on the critical projects that are being executed by NRPB? Off the top of my head, I can mention we have the Marie-Laurent School, the sport facilities, Charles Leopold Bell, and even the library that I just mentioned.
Yes, and when Minister Justice answered you just now, I was supposed to add to that. Yes, I am the minister in charge of the trust fund projects, but I don't have every single project off the top of my head. We receive tons of updates all the time. What I can say is that it remains a priority to get all of those projects that you mentioned. The schools are starting, the rest of the schools that hadn't started yet, etc. The library as well. I can't say specifically where it is, but of course the demolition of that building has to take place before they can move forward. And I will ensure that we send that out in writing. The other projects, let me see, I have a little overview here. There are actually a couple of missions, which I forgot to mention, ongoing in the month of October. We have a mission from the World Bank here that was here last week, another one this week, one on housing, one on mental health. That were two of the things we approved in the last steering committee. There's an ongoing discussion as to what will happen in the next steering committee in November. And those two were projects that still require some work to be done, as well as wastewater. NRPB has also updated, and the World Bank, that, as you know, the airport is on track. That's one of the more important ones as well. We have which project is this? Library services, restore access to an adequate and inclusive learning environment to reestablish library services, improve the availability of quality data, etc. This project is scheduled to close. It was approved in June 2022, and as of April 2023, 0.54 million has been disbursed out of the 26 point something. So there's a lot more to be done still in that project. But we are seeing that they are getting on track. It has the priorities of the Ministry of Education, which has a very good working team with the NRPB and the World Bank. And I will ask the minister to update specifically to the Foster Resiliency Learning Project, as well as the library, including the library, schools, sports facilities as well. But I know that they're well on the way. And outside of that, the capital investments also has an injection for some of the sports facilities, schools, as well as infrastructure for roads, etc. So a lot of persons have been asking over the time, and the CFT as well, not enough investments, etc. Now we have the access to the funds, and the trust fund money is there, but the process is what it is and requires several social and environmental checks to be done before the actual approvals by the World Bank to get them executed. So we look forward to the Ministry of Education's Management Information System also being finalized, and project management, financial management, and environmental and social safeguards being added to all projects. That's the update for now.
Prime Minister, how much has government paid to Grid Market, and the strategic financial support? It doesn't mention in this advertorial how much is that for GB?
Thank you for the question. I'll be able to send that information for you in writing. As I mentioned to you before, it was EU funding that was used via Resembed, I believe, to fund the project of creating the roadmap via Grid Market. And GEBE's current trajectory with the World Bank, it's clearly established within all of the plans that were approved and published in the last update, so you can find that online. And if not, then we will ensure to state what is available. I believe it's $500,000 available to be able to execute the strategic and business plan of GEBE. But we can verify that by just going back to the NRPB, looking under the ERP1 where it states GEBE project.
We will go one more round. Bibi, you have the floor.
Prime Minister, can you tell us if the government have a contingency plan in place in the event APS failed to meet its obligations? Recently, we've been seeing APS, yes, they have been having a lot of issues regarding financial issues. And what I'm asking, is there a contingency plan in place in the event APS fail to meet its obligation?
I will have to take that question back to the Ministry of Finance and APS to be able to answer that. We have not been updated that officially that they have this challenge, so this is something that we will have to do some research on.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Jacqueline?
Thank you. Prime Minister, the National Energy Plan outlined the transition to LNG for cleaner energy, electricity production and lower cost for the customers. The Minister of Tea had visited Crowley in Puerto Rico with a delegation. Is this cooperation and their offer of a transshipment port, is that in consideration? What is your answer to Crowley?
Okay, so as a Council of Ministers, also, of course, leaning on the minister that has the, we have very distinct roles. So you can look at it from a shareholder perspective, but also from a regulator perspective. And the Ministry of TEAT as well as VRAMI is involved in that. So I would prefer, as it relates to a response to Crowley, that we have their input for a final discussion and or response to be put in writing. As it relates to LNG, I don't know if you're aware, but all of the last engines that have been bought by NVGEBE have had dual capacity. So oil as well as the possibility to run on LNG. So knowing that this was part of the policy since 2014 to look for more other resources other than oil to make it a cleaner energy production, the newest of the engines all have the capacity to also run on LNG. So it is one of the possibilities in the transition or in the interim towards a transition to renewable energies. So it remains there as one of the options.
That is it for the Late Night Show. Thank you so much for watching. Until tomorrow, do have a safe and pleasant one. And of course, continue to watch Late Night. And don't forget, we're here to report what is going on. Nothing else. And make a little bit of fun of it. Okay? Bye-bye.
Hey, Chacaron. Carnival time again. They say we have to work triple overtime now. Well, tell them I'm not working for Juve morning, eh? What you say? Come here, molest my brains, corrupt my system, swap. Freeze! Bend down, touch your toes, freeze! Let's go in! Bend over, touch the ground, freeze! Yes, swap! Keep still, don't move in, freeze! Spread your wings! Come here, let me search you, search you, search you. Hands up! Search you, search you, search you. Now to the left, search you, search you, search you. Now to the right, search you, search you, search you. I know. Carnaval, atrove, hey swap. Distress, atrove, hey Chacaron. I quit it, atrove, I know swap. Kevin, atrove. It's bacchanal again. Let's go on this little island. Noise every day. No silence, people going crazy, jamming like they stallions. No clothes on, looking like Kardashian. Freeze, bend down, touch your toes. Freeze, bend over, touch the ground. Freeze, keep still, don't moving. Freeze, spread your wings. Come here, let me search you, search you, search you. Hands up, search you, search you, search you. Now to the left. Search you, search you, search you. Now to the right, search you, search you, search you. Charlon, you must know, I'm not working. Jover morning, no? Chacaron, what caca? You talk to me, I want to jam in my jockey. All I see is the girls down, looking sexy. I just want to whine on the Cory. Calling sex swap, tell them bye. Fit Jackie, Ataka Kaki. Look, Randy and Bobby. Freeze, bend down, touch your toes. Freeze, bend over, touch the ground. Freeze, keep still, don't moving. Freeze, let's go in. Spread your wings. Come here, let me search you, search you, search you. Hands up, search you, search you, search you. Now to the left, search you, search you, search you. Now to the right, search you, search you, search you. Big shout out to all the people that are listening to this song and getting familiar.
Ladies and gents, it's me, Bobby Mohawk, here with Randy. We're looking for Officer Chacaron. I have a message. Tell him we said.
Your boyfriend say he going back to me. Take it easy. You said I'm just telling me you gonna slap me. Take it easy. So since I can't wait on you, and you're too young to die. That's true. Baby, here's what you going to do. Read my lips and show me you a bad girl. Bend back, what's that? Look at me, look at me, look at me. Your waistline, walk that. Look at me, look at me, look at me. And since I can't wait on you, baby, here's what we going to do. Anytime your man come through, I go act like I don't know you. 10
don't really have to talk bad now. Yeah, she bump out a real bad now. When I done, we don't have the beef bad now. Look trouble in my Facebook inbox. Talk about WhatsApp. You pretty in a real life. Your man, yeah, right back. Bend back, what's that? Look at me. Your waistline, walk that. Look at me. I just can't wait on you. Baby, here's what we going to do. Anytime your man come through, I go act like I don't know you. Take walk. I take it easy. I take it easy. I just can't wait on you. Baby, here's what we going to do. Anytime your man come through, I go act like I don't know you. Take walk. Your boyfriend say he going back to me. Take it easy. You see that me, she's telling me you gonna slap me. Take it easy. So since I can't wait on you, and you're too young to die, that's true. Baby, here's what you going to do. Read my lips and show me you a bad girl.
Hey, Voss, let us bow our heads in prayer. Dear God, every big truck done check. System ready for the road. All my dogs on deck. Every girl going get hold. I jamming in peace, but I ain't holding it down for a single soul. Protect me, Father, cause back and I'll start and I have to roll. Give thanks for the life, yeah. Give thanks for the fete, yeah. Sorry, Mr. Promoter, tonight your place get left in a mess. No one could stop me, yeah. My God got me, ha. They say I'm too wassy, yeah. I like it sloppy, woo. Walkie-talkie, tell me do you copy? Hey, no one could stop me, cause my God got me. Let me go. I jamming hard, amen. I getting on bad, amen. I drinking hard, amen. Boy, the carnival style, amen. I jamming hard, amen. I getting on bad, amen. I drinking hard, amen. Boy, the bacchanal star, amen. Give thanks for the carnival, amen. La la la. Give thanks for the bacchanal, amen. That's what we've been waiting on, right? Give thanks for the carnival, amen. Give thanks for the bacchanal, amen. Woo! Yo, vibes, what we saying? This one long overdue. Ye though I walk through the valleys of the village and fence, I shall fear no wine. Yo, tell the bartender don't hold back. Fill my cup to the rim. Tonight this bag get rich. Cause every drink we going drink. I'm coming in fresh and clean. Not leaving here dirty and stinky. A belt in waist and my waist hard. And I walk out with a limp. Father, watch over me. Forgive me, cause I about to sin. She want 10 toe for the wop. Tell her start backing up the thing. No one could stop me. My God got me. They say I'm too wassy. I like it sloppy. Hey, walkie-talkie. Tell me do you copy? No one could stop me. Cause my God got me. Let me go. I jamming hard, amen. I getting on bad, amen. I drinking hard, amen. Boy, the carnival star, amen. I jamming hard, amen. I getting on bad, amen. I drinking hard, amen. Boy, the bacchanal star, amen. Give thanks for the carnival, amen. Give thanks for the bacchanal, amen. Give thanks for the carnival, amen. Hey, one more time. Give thanks for the bacchanal, amen. Woo! I'm telling you, ye though I walk through the valleys of the village and fence, I shall fear no wine. Yo, vibes. Yo, man. Woo! Voss. Amen.
Mais non, les gars.
Qu'est-ce que vous faites là? C'est pas possible. C'est quoi ces chaussures? Tu n'as pas de chaussures de sécurité. Toi, t'as une bière en plus, mais tu fais quoi avec ton téléphone, toi? Qu'est-ce que tu fais avec ton téléphone? Heureusement qu'il y en a un qui bosse. Mais qu'est-ce que vous faites, les gars? J'ai des clients qui sont là, putain, les gars. Il y a des clients qui sont là. Pourquoi vous rigolez? Tu comprends pas quand je te parle, en fait, non?
Nous, on parle anglais.
Quoi?
Non, on parle anglais.
Moi, je parle pas anglais. Qu'est-ce que je vais faire maintenant?
Squad.
Raccroche ton téléphone. Mais raccroche ton téléphone, je te parle. Nettoyez-moi ça, je vais chercher mes clients. Vous n'avez pas intérêt d'être là.
Bonjour, monsieur Michelin.
Bonjour, monsieur, madame Noël. Comment allez-vous?
Pas si mal. Hein.
Pas si mal. Ok, ben j'ai un super bien à vous proposer aujourd'hui. On est dans un coin paradisiaque. La vue est superbe. Et là, on a vraiment une grande surface. Donc quand je dis grande surface, on a plus de 300 mètres carrés à l'intérieur.
Oh là là, c'est trop...
Mais, c'est bien, c'est correct, c'est correct.
On a plus de 2 hectares. On a 2 piscines.
2 hectares.
Tu penses élever des poules, toi?
Non, mais monsieur...
Mais le jardin, comme on avait dit.
Là, vous pouvez avoir un terrain de basket. Je sais que vous aimez le basket. Vous pouvez avoir un terrain de basket dans la
Si je
maison.
pouvais juste avoir le terrain de basket, un petit 40 mètres carrés. Non?
Je sais que c'est beaucoup d'entretien.
Est-ce qu'on peut parler un peu plus de la piscine?
2 piscines.
Ah,
ouais.
deux piscines.
Qu'est-ce que tu as avec 2 piscines? T'as un seul baignoire, c'est bon?
Mais, et quand on invite, et quand on fait des réceptions?
Ce qu'on va faire, je peux vous laisser réfléchir 2 petites secondes. Je vais vous montrer la maison, on va rentrer à l'intérieur et vous allez voir comment c'est idéal. Idéal. Je ne sais pas quoi dire. Prenez le temps de réfléchir.
Ça va être simple. On va visiter la maison, on regarde tout ce qu'il y a à voir, les chambres, piscine, les hectares de jardin.
Because was cut you and you feel you could jump on anything, man.
Why you be like that?
Well, let I be. You know I be already.
No, you're too stressed. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. Okay. But think of our love. Think of all that we can do in
You
it.
never think about if you have a small house, you do the same thing too?
Yeah, but it's not the same and you know it.
But it's the same thing, one bed. We need all that space.
And your mom?
Je ne sais pas quoi vous dire, hein, mais quand on va rentrer à l'intérieur, aucune question va se poser.
Ah, j'ai hâte de voir ça.
Si j'avais les moyens, j'aurais acheté cette maison. Je ne l'aurais même pas proposé.
Mais ça fait partie de ta formation, tout ça.
Non, ne dites pas ça, monsieur, ne dites pas ça. En fait, ce qui se passe, le propriétaire a besoin de se séparer rapidement de sa maison. Aujourd'hui, vous pouvez la toucher à 2 millions d'euros.
Ah non.
Monsieur, dame, allons à l'intérieur. Je vous garantis que la décision, vous allez la prendre rapidement. Allons à l'intérieur. Laissez-moi juste une petite seconde. Je prends la clé, j'ouvre, je regarde si tout est clean. Je reviens vous chercher. Bougez pas.
Avec plaisir, nous sommes là.
I's a beast, and I's a savage. I tell you I's a beast, and get down like a savage. I tell you I's a beast, and I's a savage. I tell you I's a beast, and I's a savage.
Get down like a savage, get down like a beast, get down like a dog that was released from a leash. Get down like you're crazy, get down like you're mad, get down like you're wild. Watch them get down like they bad, bust the rhythm, make them wild out. Bust the gate, make them wild out. Bust the rhythm, make them wild out. Bust the gate, make them wild out.
Make way when we in the fret. For Juve, you could catch me wildin' where the dogs at. How we run the streets, fetting Democrat. The rhythm got a bounce to let somebody on their back. Watch when we touch down, we shelling it down. Bring the water, come, throw the paint around. Watch when we touch down, we shelling it down. Bring the water, come, throw the paint around.
Get down like a savage, get down like a beast, get down like a dog that was released from a leash. Get down like you're crazy, get down like you're mad, get down like you're wild. Watch them get down like they bad. Bust the rhythm, make them wild out. Bust the gate, make them wild out. Bust the rhythm, make them wild out. Bust the gate, make them wild out.
So they can put up any gate and they can put up any fence. They can put me out of jam, but I got more dogs on the bench. But this year carnival, you know my team, we gon' all out. If our bar don't have a black label, we gon' follow. Somebody pull a weave out, somebody take a shot. I can tell you from now, a lot of people going to drop. Somebody tell a task force, don't intervene. Somebody call an airline, I'll be late for my plane.
Yeah, but with this man, B-boy, man, taking long, eh? Place hot, my son. Oh, you lord.
Donne-lui un peu de temps. donne-lui un peu de temps. En plus, comme ça nous donne le temps de prendre du soleil.
Ouais, pour toi,
hein?
pas pour moi.
Mais oui.
No, you's a problem when they tell you hold it down. With them rhythm bust, you don't care who come around. Stairs in the front, throwing balls with the violence. So please don't come around if you know you about that piece. We them boys, you can fish. Yeah, I practice what I preach. Jam on your girl, don't bring sand to the beach. We stairs on a leash, cause you know the feds be watching. But they don't understand, cause the music just be bopping.
Oh là, oh là, oh là, oh là. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Écoutez-moi, il n'y a aucun souci. On est en plein travaux à l'intérieur.
Mais bravo. Bravo.
Attends d'écouter ce qu'il a à dire. Attends d'écouter ce qu'il a à dire.
En mode carnaval 2018.
Écoute-le.
Mais bravo.
Écoute-le.
Ben
Il y a une explication.
Donc, qu'est-ce qui se passe à l'intérieur là en fait?
J'ai un entrepôt.
C'est un genre de mardi gras, quelque chose
Non. J'ai des salariés qui sont à l'intérieur, qui travaillent. Parce que la maison, regardez telle qu'elle est. Il faut attendre.
Moi, j'entends plus rien.
Il a dit travaux. Il a dit que c'était en travaux.
Monsieur Noël,
et tout.
monsieur,
je suis venu là, je pris mon temps.
monsieur, écoutez-moi.
Qu'est-ce qu'on a dit? Il avait déjà prévu que c'était en travaux.
Écoutez-moi, deux secondes.
Écoute-le.
Je vais vous donner la maison clé en main. Donc, il faut que je fasse les travaux, que tout soit nickel.
Ok, stop.
Buzz the rhythm, make them wild out. Buzz the gate, make them wild out. Buzz the rhythm, make them wild out. Buzz the gate, make them wild out.
You stay on top of this, man. Right now, how my feelings be right now? I definitely want to go home.
English.
Okay? I'm talking to my wife right now. Take a pause. So, as I was saying, okay? Is either you follow me or you stay there, okay? Watch me go. You see me going? You see me going?
Monsieur, mister.
I'm coming, Doudou.
Attendez.
Écoutez, on vous recontacte. On revient vers vous.
Ce n'est pas ce que vous pensez.
Je
Laissez-moi
sais.
une chance, s'il vous plaît.
Je sais, monsieur.
La maison est vraiment faite pour vous.
On vous rappelle, d'accord? Ok. Merci. Au revoir, monsieur Michael. Bébé!